Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday the 10th of April 2022. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Golden Arc Nouveau Tarot today. Let's see what these cards have to say about Sunday and what the day is going to look like. So I'm just going to shuffle these a few times and let's see what's coming up. So let's have a look. First card is this one. We've got the Knight of Wands. Okay. Then we have the Hermit, which I've never seen these two together like this. I think they get on really well, these two, actually. Okay. And then we have the Star. All right. So lots of strong characters here. So there may be some conflict with other people, especially with the Knight of Wands being the first card that came out. The reason I say that is the Knight of Wands is all about making progress on your path, on your mission, and getting really enthusiastic about it. Feeling a sense of certainty and saying, hey, this is something that I really want to do. I don't care how hard it is. I don't mind if it's difficult. I'm up to the challenge. I want to make something of myself. The downside of the Knight of Wands is that if things do go a little bit belly up, he doesn't just accept it and say, oh, well, that didn't work. Instead, he gets angry and he throws his toys out of the pram. And the knights often appear as people in our lives, or they are characteristics. All the court cards, actually. So the pages, the knights, kings and queens. And the fact that we've got these two major arcana cards, but they are personalities in their own right, that's the message I'm getting first and foremost, that there may be conflict with people who you think of as being very different to you, or there may even be an intolerance around things that you don't necessarily understand. So the good news about the Knight of Wands, what's he doing here? He's out in the desert. He's by the pyramids in Egypt. The horse is, even the tail is on fire. He's wearing all this armor. He's got the salamander there. In the summer, actually, I remember I saw a salamander when I was out walking my mum's dog. And I was just so enchanted by these things. They're these little lizards and they are black and they have these white colorings all over them. And to me, I saw one when I was a little boy and, like, 30 something years later, I saw another one. So they are kind of rare. And I even posted it on one of my social medias at the time. I don't even say the word anymore. I don't even say Instagram anymore. It's like become a dirty word now. And it's transformation and it's healing. And it is kind of this feeling of magic and that things are meant to be transformed. It's kind of like the earthy version of a phoenix to me. It's like this animal that can be resilient and strong and look at difficulties and say, this doesn't define me. I'll take the difficulty and I'll make something amazing with it. I really respect that because we all have our own little cross to bear in life, right? But the people who who actually overcome their own issues and end up somewhere totally different. I often look at people like that and scratch my head and go, how did you do that? One, I want to emulate it. Two, it's unbelievable to me how resilient and strong certain people on this planet are. And that's what the Knight really encapsulates. There's self-belief and this sense that I'm not going to accept what I'm told or what I have been, the options I've been given. I live on this planet the same way everyone else does. I care about certain things and I'm going to pursue those. He's wearing all this armor. So he expects conflict. He's like, well, some people aren't going to like my mission, my plan, and I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. And then he gets the most butch, muscly horse that he can find, and off he goes. Right, so if you have felt a little bit blah lately, or I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, or I feel defeated even, then the Knight of Wands gallops in today and he says, actually try again, you can do it. And there are things in life that will make you happy. And there are things you can do on your own that are going to be terrific and that you can build things that will then be there for the foreseeable future. And it's all down to you. So you can build evidence for yourself that, yeah, I can give myself a pat on the back. I can be proud of myself. Now, the Hermit is the ninth card in the major arcana. 9 in numerology is spirituality and completion. And what I like here is that the Hermit is almost the antidote to the Knight's anger. So even if things don't work out 100%, the Hermit says, hey, buddy, don't freak out over this. Look at the bigger picture. I've been around a little bit longer than you have. And keep the energy focused on the good stuff and moving forward. If you do want to throw things, it's not particularly helpful. Plus, you're going to have to clean all that mess up afterwards, so don't do it. The Hermit, in his own right, is a guy who goes out by himself in nature and he's looking for some answers. So even the Hermit hasn't figured it all out because he wouldn't need this lantern and to take time for himself if he really knew everything about the world and the universe. But the great thing about the Hermit, as far as I'm concerned, is that he is self-aware enough to say there's always something new to learn. And I've just noticed this, but the Knight of Wands, the Hermit is just the older version of the Knight of Wands. So it's, I want to build something, I'm going to create something in my life. Then once I've done it, I'm going to look back on that. It's part of my experience. It's something I've taken ownership of, and I can enjoy what I've done. He's obviously got the money to pay for this expensive looking cloak and the lantern and stuff. So you can do something today that, again, is going to benefit you for a long time, but also you can take something that seems foreign or alien and you can make it yours. And you can grow as a person as a result of your actions. Wow, I love this. No wonder I felt that they get on. It's like two versions of the same person. It's like, I'm going to do something. That action is going to bring light into my life. It's going to shine the way moving forward. And then in months from now or years from now or decades from now, I'm going to look back on this person I was and I'm going to say thank you for getting annoyed and at times and getting things done and caring and trying to make things better. Thank you for that. It wasn't always an easy journey, but you got me to where I am now. So I really, really like that. Okay, finally, that to me almost is enough for the day. That's a lot as far as I'm concerned. The star is the 17th card in the major arcana. And the star is about getting honest with yourself. That's what I always interpret nakedness in the tarot as. About saying, I'm going to bare my soul here. I'm going to strip down, get in my birthday suit. This is who I really am. Take it or leave it. It's me. And she's got this white thing at the bottom here. So she feels supported because it's on her legs. She feels supported by spirit. That then gives her the strength to face herself. It's like Narcissus in the pool, right? He looks in the pool, he says, oh, aren't I gorgeous? And then unfortunately he stays there and stops eating and it turns into a disaster. But she's not that self-involved. So she has the strength to see herself. And because of that strength, she's able to pour away the negative stuff, to let go of an addiction or resentment or the past or blaming herself for not being perfect and getting angry at times or a tendency to isolate. Whatever it is, she's able to let go of that, blossom as a result like this flower. You know, I had a sponsor years ago. And I remember I was doing like a personal inventory, and I said, how detailed do I have to be on this? Do I really like, how much do you want? And he was like, well, it just depends on how free you want to be. How free do you want to feel? Like what you want to let go of, what you want to detox. So me being me, I had pages and pages and pages. Okay, so doing that and letting go of things that no longer serve you, that then means you can shine your light in future. One, you can have a much better experience. I'm not carrying around all these bad memories and burdens and etc., etc. And second, it reveals who you truly are, like the version of yourself as you were before the divorce or before the fist fights or before the rejection or whatever it may be. You can reclaim your true self. And that's sparkly and shiny and gorgeous. So there we go. And also these three are kind of like a really nice family. I wouldn't mind having all three of these at a dinner party. I find each one of them very interesting. It's It's an interesting company, these three. They don't really show up together usually. Okay, so, well, do they? I'm sure they have, but I just haven't seen it in a while. Okay, so number-wise, we got 17, and 9 is, what, 26? And 1 is 27. 2 and 7 is 9, and 9 is the number of the Hermit. It is spirituality and completion. So you can forgive yourself and you can reveal your true self and put that whole process of, oh, I'm at my own throat here. You can put that to bed. So you can make a lot of progress here on this day, both in real life, taking practical action, real progress in terms of understanding yourself, and real progress in accepting yourself and detoxing and revealing the true you and being happier ultimately and being freer and realizing that it's okay to be you. Don't have to be anybody else, nor do we need to be perfect. Thank goodness. Okay, so I hope that gives you an idea of Sunday the 10th of April here. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, click on Book Your Reading to audio reading with me. I use the tarot, astrology, and numerology in my personal readings. So if you have any questions around your life purpose, strengths, weaknesses, what's coming up in future, where to move to, when to move, when to save, when to look for a relationship. The astrology allows me to see when each one of those things are supported and when they are likely to work in your favor. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.